Hey guys, it's Lou. I'm back to do my second video this week. I wasn't expecting to do another video so quickly, but my brother-in-law and I went out today for record store day. Usually I don't go out for record store day. Sometimes I'll pick up some stuff, in the week after or whatnot if it's still available. But I usually am not one to go out for record store day. I think I've only been out maybe 2 or 3 times ever for record store day. But anyway, my brother-in-law came by and we went to a place out near my house, and I managed to get 4 records. I wasn't too impressed with the list that came out earlier. I think I checked it about a month ago, and I think I only had one item that I thought, this might be interesting, which was the Roxy Music debut album remixes. And I checked the list earlier this week, and I guess a lot more stuff had been added. So the list that I had was about 7 or 8 items, and I wasn't expecting to, get any of them, quite frankly. So I went there with kind of low expectations, and I came back with 4 records, 3 from the list, and the fourth one is this record here. It's the Rolling Stones Early Tracks. The store that I went to, I don't know if this was happening with all the other record stores out there, but the store I went to was giving this out to the first 200 customers, I guess it was, and we went around noon, didn't get in line or anything like that. They had opened at 8, so I'm kind of surprised that they actually still had this left, but they were asking people if they wanted it, and why turn down a free record? So this is the Rolling Stones Early Tracks. It's all, I guess from their period where they were doing a lot of covers. Here's the insert that came with it, I guess just promoting analog recordings. So we both got one of these, and I'm playing it right now. The sound quality actually sounds quite good. The record is a little warped, but nothing that will affect the play. So pretty pleased to get this for free. The item that I probably had at the top of my list to get was the Weezer release, which was Dusty Gems, this right here. So I'm a big fan of Weezer's debut album, also known as the Blue Album. So when I saw this on the list, I thought, if there's one thing that I kind of really want, it's this. And we saw this right away. They had tons of copies of this left. This is called Dusty Gems and Raw Nuggets. And as you can tell from the cover, it's similar to the Blue Album, but their bodies are cut off, upper torso, and then their legs are there on the back. But it's B-sides released from the debut album. So it's a bunch of B-sides, which are either exclusive tracks that weren't on the Blue Album, or there's live versions of songs that were on the Blue Album. I think some of these are demos on here as well. So I was pretty pleased to get this. This was going for 43 Canadian. The next thing that I had on my list, Janis Joplin live at Woodstock. This is a double LP, non-gatefold. Not really liking that. So I had this, and I had the Sly Stone Woodstock on my list. I didn't see the Sly Stone, but when I saw the Janis, this was going for 43 Canadian as well. I picked this up. So there's 6, 8, 10 tracks on this. Pretty pleased to add this to my Janis Joplin collection. And then the last one, which I think was my find of the day, I knew it was on the list, but I didn't really expect us here in North America to get this. But I saw it, and it was the cheapest one out of the bunch. Dexy's Midnight Runners live at the BBC. I guess I was expecting this to only be available in the UK for some reason. But this was going for 27 Canadian. Again, a double LP, non-gatefold. So not really liking that about the last 2 albums. These are sessions, 2 separate sessions from 1982, and as you can probably tell from the cover, it comes from the Tu Raye album mainly, but they do songs on here from their first album, Searching for the Young Soul Rebel. So there's a lot of tracks on here, 4, 8, 12, 18 tracks in total. So really pleased to get this. When I saw this, there was one copy left, but that was only in one section of the store. They had plenty more in another section, and I'll show you the vinyl on this one. So nice lined sleeves, which the other ones were just paper sleeves. And the record is a nice green transparent vinyl. So really happy to get that. There was a couple other records that I was interested in. The Lou Reed Ecstasy, which is his album from the year 2000. That was going for about 43 as well, and I was trying to decide between that and the Janis Joplin, and I thought, you know what, this Lou Reed album might come out eventually on regular release. Not really sure. So there was that one as well, and I was also looking for the Robert Plant Fate of Nations album, which they didn't have. So I don't know. My brother-in-law, I think, is going to another record store in Toronto, and he may look for those for me. And if I get them, you know, great. If not, then, you know, and end up spending with the place we went to had 10% off everything in the store, and then with my membership it was an additional 10% off, so 20% off in total for both of us. I think for those 3 records plus the free Rolling Stones one, I ended up spending just I think $103, something like that. So I'm pretty pleased. I wasn't really expecting to get anything today. Maybe, you know, if he had gone the Weezer one or whatever, but certainly wasn't expecting to come back with 3. So really pleased about that. Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.